All right, this is section 8.3. I can compute the amount of change. Now, when we talk about change here, we're not talking about change for money. We're talking about the amount that things have changed. So we might be measuring lots of different things like either dollar amounts or the amount of production or different things like that. So a lot of times these will be called markup and discount. And a store changed the price of a coat that used to sell for $45 to $50. Is that a markup or a discount? Well, if the price went up, that's a markup, okay? Discount would mean the exact opposite. It would mean the price would go down. So on part B, we need to do two things. We're going to circle all the words that mean markup, and we're going to put a box around all the things that mean discount. So let's do the things that mean markup first. Remember, a markup is where things go up. They get bigger and things like that. So raise, that's going to go up. Increase, that's a word that means go up or markup. Let's see, decrease, no. Markdown, no. Inflate, yep, inflate, things get bigger. Reduction, no. Okay, cutback, that's not a markup. Okay, boost, things get bigger when we boost them. And gain, okay, so all of those words mean markup or increase or different things like that. And then we're going to put a box around decrease because that's going to be a discount. The price is going to go down, markdown, yep. Reduction, the price is going to be reduced. And if they cut back prices or roll back prices, that's what we'd end up with there. So lots of different ways to talk about markup and discount, lots of different words, and lots of places where these apply. So stores and businesses, a lot of times, they'll change their prices based on market conditions. Sometimes they go up, and again, we call that a markup. And then other times they'll go down, and we call that a discount. Christmas sales are a great example of when stores discount prices. Discount. There are tons of sales around Christmas time. And then there are other times, for example, if something gets really popular, like a fidget spinner or something, then they often jack the price up, so they mark up the price so that they can make more money. Now, there are times where we'll want to find the markup or discount and then find the final price, and we can use what we know about percents and equations and stuff like that in order to solve these markup and discount problems. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep track of these in a very, very organized way. And by keeping track of them in an organized way, we're going to understand more about how percents work and how we can apply those to solve more difficult problems. So we want to do this in a very specific way. We want to find the amount of the markup or discount, then find the new price, round to the nearest penny. So here's the deal. The old price was $16, and the price was marked up 40%. So the old price was $16. So I'm going to put $16 right here. The markup was 40%, so let's put 40% right here. And we want to figure out the amount of the markup. Well, the markup is going to be 40% of the original price, 40% of $16. So let's grab our calculator and figure that out. Because we can do this, it's going to be 40%, so I'm going to put 0.40, remember if we move it over two places, and then I'm going to times that by the $16. So I end up with $6.40. So $6.40. Okay, make that look right. We're going to circle that because it did say find the amount of the markup or discount. So there we go right there. And again, what we typed into the calculator was 0.40 times the $16. All right, now, the next thing we need to do is we need to figure out, well, what was the new price, okay? How much did we end up actually paying? Well, since it was a markup, we're going to add these together. So this is going to be $16 plus $6.40. Hopefully you can do that in your head. If you can't, just grab a calculator. So this is going to be $22.40. $22.40. Got to work on my penmanship here. And there we go. So there's the answer. Now, we do want to keep track of these percents because this is going to be interesting in the end. We paid 100% to start with, marked it up 40%, so we actually ended up paying 140% of the original price. So let's take a look at another problem, keep track of it the same way. So the price used to be $50, but now it was discounted 7%. So it used to be $50. It was discounted 7%, so you'll notice that we've got minus 7% right there. So we want to figure out what is 7% of the $50. So we'll do the 0.07 times 50. Grab the calculator, have that figure it out for us. Now, you may know what it is because really there are only two numbers in there we need to multiply. We only need to multiply the 7 and the 5. Shouldn't be any surprise that we get 3.5, but remember, we're talking money here. So this is $3.50. So that right there is the amount of the discount. Now, because it's a discount, we're going to end up subtracting this. So we're going to take $50, we're going to subtract $3.50, and again, just to double check and make sure, we're going to take $50 and we're going to subtract $3.50, and we end up with 46.5, which you should think about how we're going to write that. So we're going to have a dollar sign, 46.5. It's not 5 cents, it's 50 cents. Okay, so make sure you keep track of that. Now, we used to pay 100%, but they discounted at 7%. So what percent did we actually pay? We actually only paid 93 cents. Now, we're going to do a couple more examples, and while we do, see if you can figure out a way that we can double check our answers. So this one doesn't have the table on here anymore, but I want you to think about this and see if we can come up with a way to double check. So they reduced the price 8.6%. The original price was $210.97. So the original price, $210.97, I apologize, $210.97, that is 100%. They reduced the price, so we're going to take off 8.6%. So the discount, the amount that they mark it down, the reduction, if you will, is going to be 8.6% of $210.97. So move it over 2 places, 0.086 times 210.97, and we'll throw that in the calculator. So 0.086, so that's 8.6% of, so we'll times that by the 210.97. Make sure that we typed it in the right way, and we end up with $18.14 and just a little bit more. Is that little bit more enough to bump it up to 15 cents? It's not, so it's going to be $18.14. Okay, so that's the discount. So I'm going to go ahead and circle this, and I'm going to write discount right here. Okay, in fact, I probably ought to do that up here. This is a markup. Markup. This is a discount. And then we'll come right here. That's a discount. So we're going to have to take this to find the final price. We're going to take the $210.97 and we're going to subtract that discount of $18.14. So I'll pull up the calculator and let's take a look here. Whoops, clear all this off. $210.97, and we're going to subtract $18.14. So we end up with $192.83. So $192.83. We'll go ahead and circle that. But remember, we started off paying 100%. They knocked off 8.6%. So let's figure out what percent we actually paid. We paid 100 minus 8.6%, and we end up with 91.4%. So 91.4%. And again, see if you can figure out a different way to double check our answers on this one. Okay, so let's take a look at the last one here. It says the old price used to be $72.49, but it was inflated, so that meant it went up 33.3%. So it started off at 100%, which was $72.49. It got inflated, so we went up 33.33%. So we need to figure out how much it went up. Well, that's going to be 33.33% of that original price of $72.49. So 0.3333, move it over 2 places, you know. Okay, and then we're going to multiply that by $72.49. So again, grab the calculator. We're going to do 0.3333, so 4 threes here for accuracy. And then we're going to times that by 72.49. And we end up with $24.16 and a little bit more. So $24.16, not enough to bump that up to 17. So this is going to be $24.16. Dollar sign on that. And we could call that a markup. Markup, we could call that an inflate or inflation or something like that. And then we want to come down here and we want to say, well, what was the final price? What was the new price? Because they definitely wanted that. So we're going to do the $72.49, and because it went up, we're going to add $24.16. Let's see what that is. 72.49, and we're going to add 24.16. Make sure it looks right. I get $96.65. So the answer on this one is $96.65. Okay, that right there is the answer. That's the final price. But remember, started off at 100%, added 33.3%. So we actually ended up paying, 133.33%. That's why it's so much more. It was about $72. Now we pay almost $100 for it. So if you found the way to double check it, great. If not, think about it some more. I want you to do the self-assessment right here, and we're going to come back and we're going to take a look at number 15 from the assignment. All right, I've got number 15 up here. It says a fidget spinner that had sold for $3.50 went up 234% in value. Okay, so they're really gouging us here. They got popular, so they want to make sure they make plenty of money. So it used to cost $3.50, which was 100% of the original price. It's going to go up in value, so we're going to add 234%. So we're going to end up paying 334% for this. So we want to figure out what's 234% of that original price of $3.50. Move the decimal over 2 places. Hopefully we're getting good at this. 2.34 times 350. So we'll grab the calculator. We're going to do 2.34 times 350. And we end up with $8.19. So $8.19 is how much they mark it up. That's not how much we pay. That's how much they jack the price up. So this right here is important, but it's not what we really want to know. What we want to know is how much did we end up paying? $3.50, the $3.50 plus the $8.19 markup. So let's add the two of those together. $3.50 plus 8.19, and we end up paying $11.69. $11.69. So that's the final price. It's the $3.50 plus they made a huge profit. In fact, they were making more than double the amount that they normally sell for. Okay, so plenty of profit in there. All right, good luck on the assignment and stick with it. You can do it.